I like to start off with a song. I'm playing music from when I wake up to when I go to sleep. So something is going on with that, and I guess I should just keep it up, keep the trend. So my name is Akima. I do go by Kima. I used to prefer Kima, but I think now I should just stick with, hey, I'm Akima. I am going to use this channel to document and refer back to later on in life, I guess, and to share with my friends and family and just anyone interested in what is happening. Everyone always says, I should been documenting things because life is just crazy. But I feel life is crazy for everyone, but there's sometimes where life is just crazy more for some people than others. So I've chosen my car because that's where I spend so much of my time, and my house nowadays. But still, I used to basically live in my car because just between traffic and going places, spend so much time in your car. I actually have rules that, one, I need to have food in here because if not, I'll be very angry during traffic, road rage, and just very unhappy. And also make sure I go to the bathroom before and after because, I spend so much time in my car. And then I, harness the act of changing my clothes while driving. So, maybe someone's seen something one of these days or, got a little peek. I don't know. So, kind of tired right now, but it is 5:40 Sunday, November 15th. The days tend to run, yes, November 15th. Days tend to run together sometimes when just lose track of the days. I'm getting old. I am 23. I will be 24 January 6th, so just like a month and two months, I guess. Yeah. So, I am starting a beauty salon by day and a nightclub at nighttime. I just moved to Amarillo from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 7 months ago. I was very unhappy. I worked at a mortgage company doing quality control and documents, and did not like my job. And then I was going through so much with my boyfriend at the time that I was just like, if you're very unhappy, change. If you're unhappy, your life is not the way you want it to be, change it. People stay stuck, and obviously everyone is not able to just pick up and move that quickly, especially if you have kids, and all the other stuff, but I still wanted to move. And my first choice was Arizona, but then during my research, I found that it was unbearably hot and miserably hot. So, Texas, it's Texas. Even though, it is seriously like being in another country. Everything is different. Not just Texas, but Amarillo itself is so different from Pittsburgh or from North, or, I'm a Yankee, I'm a Northerner. I can tell you right now, if you haven't realized, that I do speak in some form of proper speech, which may make me seem very white or whatever, which is fine and dandy with me. But, yes. I decided I was going to move to Texas. So I picked places according to universities because I was going to go back to school for corporate communication. I went to school technically 3 schools already. I did the whole dual enrollment in high school, so for the community college, but that was just like whatever. And then I went to school to be an English teacher, and then actually transferred to another school close to my boyfriend at that time, and also for work and stuff, but probably closer to him as well. And then I did not want to be an English teacher anymore. I was in several schools, and teaching can be an amazing thing. I mean, the children, and I wanted to teach high school English, but just life in general through communicating with others. And you will find out I do probably lecture sometimes. I don't know if it's because of experience or just my mind is in that mode of life can be better, do better. So, I was in the parking lot one day, before school, and I was like, I mean, already, you kind of know when you are kind of over something, whereas when you're not you're not like excited to get up for work, you thinking about calling off every day. Who cares when I show up? I mean, I don't fucking care. But yeah, I just didn't want my life to be miserable. I just felt miserable and unhappy in that situation. And then there's all these things going on with the students. I mean, I student taught in an area that was close to my home, and I seen students at the grocery store, and they actually followed me home. They didn't come in to my door or anything. They just honked the horn from the street. But still, it's like those types of things were happening when I was teaching. Not only was it disrupting everything, I mean, I have 20 tattoos, and it was very disrupting. Or they were like asking me questions about the tattoos when I'm, trying to get something going on. Or just the fact that, okay, kids, I mean, I was student teaching when I was like 19, 20, and the high school kids are 18, 17 years old. And I mean, not only them, just even younger than them. It would be like, oh, Miss Kima got a big butt, or, he's looking at your butt, or something like that. It's just like, okay. And then even that, you don't have support from the administrators. The rule where I'm from was that you cannot send a child to the office, because if you send them to the office, they're not learning. However, they're disrupting my entire class, so no one's learning. But what really did it for me, and I was teaching when it was the Trayvon Martin case. I mean, that case was going on for like 10 years anyway. No offense, I'm just saying. But still, and then, they let the kids get out of class for about 2 periods. This is when I was with 7th and 8th grade. But they allowed them to make signs, and protest. It is, an experience, but when they understand the experience. Anyway, their signs just said Skittles and iced tea, or black hoodie or something. I mean, I guess when people remember that case, that's probably, oh, he was carrying some Skittles or some iced tea or something. But it just really saddened me that, one, we're so far behind. Like, we didn't get shit done forever, but yet we're wasting more time so they can go out. It was like a little fun thing, but still, it was just, they don't know what they're marching for. They don't have any clue what they're doing. They're just doing it. And that's very, very common in education. It's just you follow a formula, or you follow something, you don't know what you're doing it for. You just know, I'm doing it. So anyway, enough about that. So after that, I went to school for cinema. I wanted to be a screenwriter. I mean, I love English, I love writing, I love creating stories. I wanted to be a screenwriter, and then I was so excited. I got a really great scholarship and just loved. I mean, the audition, I was just like, couldn't believe I got in. I mean, it was, I could maybe believe it, but still, it was amazing. I got into the school, and then It was a good experience. I mean, writing in cinema, I had everything. I had Netflix, the DVDs, Hulu, I had all the Comcast, or whatever Verizon channels, every channel ever, and just checked movies out from the library. I was just watching movies constantly, and it was, that's what the thing is. They teach you to absorb the knowledge. And I think the lighting is changing because I'm outside and it's getting darker. But so anyway, I was doing cinema, worked on a couple of films as an extra, like the big films that were being filmed in Pittsburgh, and I mean, Batman, but there's, but then anyway, so I worked on some films and stuff, and then I got really sick. I had a movement disorder where it looked like I was having a seizure, and I could not control my shaking, my hand movements, and then I basically had to just do all the stuff, etc., etc. So then but in the midst of that, I was actually told to, it's best for me to just, like, stop going to school. Like, I was told that I wasn't allowed back to school until I was evaluated. Maybe I'll turn the light, let's see how this goes. Okay, that'll be alright. So anyway, until I was evaluated or whatever and to be allowed back to school. But then I just, like, I didn't want to write anymore after, sometime, I think, like, a semester and summer had passed, but I didn't want to go back to school anymore because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't want to just go back to school. I was really good at all these things. I'm good at managing marketing. I'm good at creative ideas. I'm good at lots of things, but it's just the fact that, what do you have joy in? And I really didn't want to, just do something just because. So anyway, yeah, and I'm one of those people who've had like 50 jobs, and my friends will tell you I've had like 10 jobs at the same time. One summer I was saving to actually purchase a home, and I worked just working to save money and stuff. I don't even know how all this stuff, it's actually I do, but stuff just happens like that. But still, I worked at like every place, and I worked so many places that I didn't even have time to go home. I would just like sleep in my car because by the time I get home, I gotta go back out, etc., etc. I'd be too tired to even go home. So that was that. Actually, all of that stuff happened before the even screenwriting thing. I don't know. I'm just so scattered right now. I hate that. I mentioned this. I actually filmed a video before this, but it kind of leaks some things I'm working on that I can't share right now. So this is my official introduction video. Anyway, so this is my official introduction video. So as it happens to be that I do jump around a lot. I do try to get back to what I was talking about and trying not to get off topic. I'm not necessarily rambling, because it's not like just talking endlessly about nothing. It's just the fact that things link together, and that's how my mind just jumps to things. And I think that's how, even though my ex will not me say this, I'm very great at multitasking. Although some people say, whatever, just stick to one thing. Some people are different. I do so many things at once. So anyway, I'm here in Amarillo. I drove around Texas for a week, and I went by universities and stuff, and then I thought Amarillo was the prettiest. I went to Houston, Dallas, and Austin, all those places, and Amarillo, it's a small commercial pass-through town. To me, I think it's a very beautiful place, scenic-wise. They have the canyon, which is like the second largest canyon after the Grand Canyon. That's amazing. And just the sky and clouds and everything's just so beautiful. And for me, it's the peace that I was searching for. In the city, I know I told you I got sick before, and just even life, the hustle and the bustle. And people tell me every day, oh, you could be in New York, you could be this and that. Why would I want that? No offense, more people, more problems. And on top of that, there is a trend. There is a proven proven trend or correlation between the city and unhappiness. And I mean, it's just, and that's just for me, because you know, you're just so work driven, which I'm not saying that I'm not in that scene right now, but it's just like work in your life. And again, my ex-boyfriend, you know, because he will be watching this, but it's just like, you work all the time, and then where does your life go? You're just working. That's all you can think back. And I was like that. That's all you can look back to and see that you were just working. So anyway, Amarillo. Yes, it is actually green here. It did get a lot of rain here, but all the trees that are here, they were not cut. They were planted. But still, it's, hey, they're here. I mean, no matter how they got here, they're here. It's not just dry and, you know, I mean, it is windy. I didn't even know anything about the wind and all that stuff. It's very windy here. They actually, I can't remember what the list is, but they're, you know, more windy or windier than Detroit or wherever the windy city is. I can't remember. Anyway, so Amarillo, yes. For me, they have like one hair store. I mean, they have, like, I guess there's a new hair store I haven't been to. I mean, they have Sally's, but I'm talking about, like, black people, some good weave or whatever, and, excuse me, and, yeah, so that kind of was, like, now I'm, you know, still ordering my hair online, whatever, but still, it was my brother owns a hair salon in Pittsburgh, or a barber shop, you know, he's really, really amazing, so, but still, I've learned a lot from him, and just, you know, I actually went to him for past few years, I can't remember, but still, it's like, you used to just want to do in your hair, and then you come to, like, Amarillo, they don't have, I mean, you know, they have some people, but my thing was, like, I didn't like the way it was being done by whoever got my hair done, and also, you know, the thing is that when someone doesn't do what you need, or it's not available, don't settle for that. That means you need to do it yourself. You need to make it happen. So, anyway, yeah, want to open up a hair salon. I'm not an operator. I actually wanted to go back to school. I mean, I came here to go to WT for corporate communication, and then, like, August 30th or whatever, like the second to last week of August, I was like, yeah, I'm not going there. I'm gonna go be an esthetician. So I tried to go to cosmetology school, and actually, it's so funny that I could not go to school because of the fact that I went to school so many times, and I, you know, reached my maximum loan amount that I could get on my own, because all of my whatever loans I had from whatever schools and stuff were in my own name. My parents are not on anything. It's just all me. So anyway, that put a damper on things, but also, as far as being an esthetician or cosmetologist, I cannot stand very long. I have really bad arthritis, and just pain in general, and I'm eventually going to, you know, be more dedicated to helping myself, but still, so I can't stand very long and stuff like that, and, you know, my hands aren't going to work with me with all that strenuous, repetitive activity. So, I don't, you know, I'm very good at managing. Like I said, I want to be the boss. I don't even like, not saying boss, but employer that I will want. You know, like, all the things that, I mean, I've worked for a billion people, but still, all the things that were crappy or whatever, I would just, I mean, treat people how you want to be treated, one, but two, you know, do the right thing. Do what you believe in. And, I mean, maybe people do what they believe in, but it's just fucking shit. So, anyway, next on the list, the nightclub. I never partied that much. I mean, I go to clubs or whatever, you know, like to twerk or whatever, shake my butt, whatever, go out. But yeah, I never really partied that much. And came to Amarillo. I wanted to go out and party. However, they have Midnight Rodeo, they have bodegas, they have Wild Card. There probably are some other dance places, but they're just not for me. That's all I gotta say. And I have been to places and literally have headphones in, sitting at the bar, listening to my headphones with, like, sharing my headphones with another person, whatever, which is not as fun because obviously the music is not as loud. But still, again, we are all over here complaining, blah, 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 blah. Oh, there's nothing here, there's nothing here, there's nothing here. Well, why the fuck not? So, anyway, trying to get that on and going. I've been looking for a place, just on the business side, and, after my introduction, who I am, about opening a business. I'm not professional, and I'm saying I'm not a professional business person, or, I guess how trust is. I'm not the most experienced, knowledgeable, to give advice on opening a business. For me, everything in life is like, I can honestly say this is like, how did this happen? I know how my thoughts happen and how, okay, I want to do this, but it's like, even now, I'm supposed to like go over my lease and everything on Tuesday. It is Sunday, but even now I'm just like, whoa. But at the same time, it's like, okay, it's not like a big deal. It's like, yeah, why can't I do this? Why not? So, kind of stiff right now. So anyway, yeah. Oh, my car. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Yeah. So, the reason I said, my space is going to be used for the salon by day, nightclub on the weekends, but also, we could do yoga. I talk to people about, hosting comedy shows, fashion shows, whatever. We're going to use it as an art gallery space. My thing is, use the space for as many things as you can. I mean, if you want to be there or whatever. I don't sleep anyway. I mean, what am I doing when I go home? So, sorry. But also because of the fact that it's not even, I mean, I hate to say this to people because they look at me like I'm crazy, but I never thought about money. The entire time I was like, this is what I want to do. I mean, not until it was like coming to the whole banking part or talking to people, they're like, you need a business plan. So, the business plan it's basically, money. That's what that is. It's like, what are you doing for money? Where's money coming from? Where, what is it going towards? What is the profit? Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to just say this. I'm a Goodwill, thrift store, clothes closet person. My mom has 5 kids. We are about, we're low income. I'm not trying to say, like, I have that makes me something, but I just feel like I will always be one of those. I mean, I found some really good stuff at the thrift store or whatever. I mean, yeah, I buy name brand stuff sometimes, but still. Anyway, back to this. I did not do this because I yes, I needed a job, but I was unhappy with my jobs being illegal. I'll talk to you about those in another post. Illegal and so many things happening, but it was because I see a need for something, and I want something. And side note, people go to storage units to throw parties. Do you know how dangerous that is? Do you know how dangerous that is? You know how dangerous. Anyway, besides the dangerous part, you know how fucking ratchet that is. No offense to you people who have done that. I mean, I probably would too, but I mean, not really. I wouldn't do that. I'd probably go to one of those. But anyway, so if people are desperate enough to throw a party in a storage unit, then something needs to be happening here. So that's what this. Yeah. So I was like tired of being like, oh my goodness, I go to a club. I hate the music. I hate the music. I hate it when they replay the same music. I hate it when it's just like, I'm just sitting there. It's like I wasted my money, or why did I even come out? Just, man. So anyway, nightclub. People ask me, do I know anything about nightclubs? I don't want to say I don't know anything about nightclubs. I've been to lots of nightclubs. But just because you have been to something doesn't mean you actually know how to do it. I mean, just like with the cosmetology thing. Just because you've been, getting your nails done doesn't mean you know how to do nails or hair or makeup or anything. I mean, but doesn't mean you can't learn. So that's what I've been doing. I've been researching like crazy and shadowing people and learning how to do this. And anyway, I think it's just all in your personality. So, I'm about to wrap this up, just saying. Yeah, because Yes. So, the nightclub will be opening 3 weeks from now. I mean, not exactly. Today is the Sunday, but we'll be having a soft opening, and then we will be having some other things going on. I think about it in the sense, like, I know I can do this. Like, I'm not, I mean, yeah, part of you should be scared, you know? Not necessarily really scared, but it's like your dreams aren't big enough, or you're scared of your dreams, or like, whatever the phrase, you know what I'm trying to say. But still, you know, something about dreaming big, I can't, yeah. But still, yes, I feel nervous and excited and happy, blessed. Blessed more than anything. I've been looking for a place for the club for about 3 months. Well, the thing is, like, obviously because it's a club and nightclub, or a salon and nightclub, I need a space to house both of those. I mean, we're not going to be like 1 billion square feet, you know. But I'll talk about that in another video about the actually finding a place and all the things that have happened and rules and permits and craziness. But yeah. I guess to end this, I would say life is what you make it. Whether it's business, whether it's relationships, whether it's friendships, food, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to do anything, school. To a certain extent, really life is what you make it. And when I say certain extent, I mean there is like a 5%. I'm going to just say there are very, very many factors and not many factors that control that, but still. Welcome to my channel.